Hi, my name is Trinita, your friend and your trusted realtor. Towards the end of last week and over the weekend, some of us may have seen the news of the recent demolitions. Yes, demolition spray has started again, and this time in the Kota-Lekki axis. My heart really goes out to everyone who is losing a home, or the developers, the homeowners, everyone involved. I'm truly sorry for what you're going through. You work so hard for that money to buy that home. But I know for sure, I know for sure that there are so much more successful stories of home ownership in Lagos than the unsuccessful stories. So should we dwell on the unsuccessful ones and dampen the desires of upcoming homeowners? Are there things that should have been done to avoid this situation? I strongly believe, in fact, my answer is a huge yes. And some of it I'm going to be sharing with you this morning. 8 steps, tips, actions that you as a home buyer or a land buyer, especially in Lagos, that you should take to avoid demolition or to avoid this kind of situation. Meanwhile, if you're new to this channel, this is Triakot Properties. It's a real estate channel where we share all things real estate, latest news and trends, tips, do's and don'ts, the best places to buy, the best places to invest, what are your ROIs, everything real estate. So be sure to subscribe to this channel. Let's get to it. 8 steps to land due diligence and building approval. Be sure to keep this checklist. Number 1, verify your land ownership and title. To do this, you have to obtain a copy of the land document, which could be the deed of assignment, the survey plan, C of O, governor's consent, whatever it is that is given to you as a land title. Next, visit the Lagos State Land Bureau that is in Alausa with those documents to conduct a title search. Confirm the existence of the governor's consent or the C of O or the deed. Check that the ownership matches with the copies you have and that it is not fake. Also, check if the land is freehold, excised, or under acquisition. Number 2, your survey plan verification. This one is done at the Surveyor General's office, also in Atalausa. Get a registered surveyor to help and go to the site and take the coordinates on the ground. Then chart the land to confirm that it is not committed or under government acquisition or in the right of way of any future government project or waterways. This process also helps you to authenticate the red copy survey plan that has been given to you before you purchase that land or the house. Number 3, to get your building plan approval. To obtain this permit, you have to engage a registered architect and structural engineer to prepare the following documents: an architectural drawing, structural drawing, and site plan, as well as the title documents, which by this time you must have perfected it in your name. The architect will now submit these documents at the Lagos State Physical Planning Authority, or for short, LASPA. They have an office at Etiosa. They also have the head office at Alausa. Number 4, check the zoning and urban development compliance to ensure that the land that you are buying or the building you want to buy does not mitigate or does not affect the Lagos State Master Plan. You have to consult the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. It will help you confirm the land use and the zoning laws so that you don't go and build a residential dwelling on a land or in an area zoned for agriculture, industry, or roads. At this point, there will be no room for ratification. Your structure will be demolished. No stories. Number 5, to obtain your local government approvals. You will need to visit the Etiosa Local Government Council, register your building project, and pay the required local government development levies. Number 6, New Towns Development Authority, NTDA. This department is responsible for implementing the state's planned growth and development, especially in new towns and satellite areas, Ibejuleki, and so on. So visit this department to check if your land or the house you want to buy falls under the NTDA jurisdiction. If it doesn't, you are good to go. Be sure to obtain any additional layout or development permissions to avoid demolition. Number 7, environmental approval. Visit LASEPA. This is the unit in charge of this. LASEPA is the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency to conduct environmental impact assessment or to obtain an exemption if need be. In some cases, there might be some limited exemptions, such as domestic wells or boreholes for water supply. For instance, in VGC, which is within the Lagos State jurisdiction, residents are not allowed to build individual boreholes because of the land topography. Instead, there's a central water supply system. So if you're building, be sure to visit LASEPA to be sure of what is in that area. Number 8, or final, site preparations. To comply with your building setbacks, try to obtain fencing and site clearance permit. It's not compulsory, but it's recommended. If there's going to be road expansion in the future, you will not be caught in the wrong. Now let me share a bonus tip. All these steps can be overwhelming, I know, but it is my advice to engage a qualified property lawyer to oversee all of this documentation and approvals with maximum safety. That is their job. And when they are done, be sure to keep copies of all approvals on the site to avoid harassment or demolition. If you can keep track of all these 8 steps and follow it diligently, I can bet you that you are not buying a house, or you will not be buying a house that may risk demolition in the future. You will not be buying a land that may risk revocation in the future. These things, as cumbersome as it may sound, they can actually be done in weeks or in a month or two. For the buildings that are facing demolition now, did they have building plan approval? I bet you they did. Who gave those approvals? Anyway, once you want to buy a house, the best and safest way, number 1, apart from title check, go and chart the land. Even if there's a building approval, go and chart the land, take the coordinates, put it in the system at Alausa, and be sure that that building that you are buying, it is not in any right-of way. These are some of the things that I do for my clients. My name is Trinita. Once again, I am your friend and your trusted realtor. Contact me, DM me for all things real estate. And if you're in the market to buy a home this year, be sure to call me. I'll point you in the right directions that you should go. Thank you.